speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being over my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven, unto the white upshirted wandering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand nor foot, nor arm nor face, nor any other part, belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, but by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would he not be Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
Take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new Baptist. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou, that thus be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
I know not now to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written, I would tear the word.
My ears have yet not drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither, tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I perch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do that dares love attempt? Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world. They say they hear.
I have a night's cloak to hide me from their eyes, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued, wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundest thou out this place?
By love, that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as the vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I would have ventured for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush be paint my cheek. For which thou hast heard me speak tonight, fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke. But farewell, compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, you mayest prove false at lovers' perjuries. They say Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown to be perverse and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than thou'st have merged cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but thou that heaviest where I war. My true love passion, therefore pardon me, and not incuteness yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest they love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by the gracious self, and as the god of my adultery, idolatry,
Idolatry.
and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy of this contact tonight. If it is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be, ere one can say, it lightens. Sweet good night, the bud of my life, this bud of love by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou to have, night?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it weird to give it again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is boundless as the sea. My love is as deep, the more I give to thee. The more I have, for both are infinite. I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu.
Juliet!
Anon, good nurse, sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed night, I am afeard, being a knight, all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love and honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madame!
I come anon, but if thou means not well, I do beseech thee.
Madame!
By and by I come to cease thy suit and leave to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
And 1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst. To want thy light, love goes toward love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love toward school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist! Oh, for a falconer's voice to lure this tassel gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of my Romeo's name.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My Nias,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail, 'tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay, to have thee still forgetting another home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no farther than a woman's bird. A one-toned bird. That lets it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted guise, and with a silken thread plucks it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I were thy bird.
Thy bird, yet it should kill. Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep well upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. What I were sleep and peace, so sweet to rest. The gray morn smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with the streaks of light, and the darkness fleckled with like a drunkard reels from the 4th day's pathway made by Titan's wheels. Hence will I to my ghostly sire's close cell his help to crave, and my dear hap to tell.
Now we bow! Yeah.